My name's Jenny Garrigan and I worked at Strathmartine Hospital from 1981 to 1985. The 4 years working here had a profound effect on me and what I've done since. This film's an opportunity for people like myself and many others who lived here, who worked here, who were connected in some way with Strathmartine, to share their memories and their thoughts and to have on record what it was like. This hopefully will help people remember the history, but also influence decisions in the future.
Up at the top.
Oh, you can get in. You can get in there. Oh, God.
Memories.
Oh, these are all right. This was nice one thing. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, it's a great big green place. There's about over 6 million or 660 or more people in it, I don't know. So this is a dump now. The ward size, the anyways, ward 1 was long. When we got older, I used to be in ward 7, but before I got all these wards, I was in a 1% ward we were talking about a minute ago. But I can't say much about it because I was there. And the punching ward was terrible. If you can't call your tabby, you're bunging us in a little room with a section.
So sad to see it. So sad. It's crazy.
There's a board in here that would tell you.
These would be all the patients' names here, and there would all be little pegs fitted in. So staff would know if they fitted the peg and they fed that particular patient, it would go on and on and on and on. So we knew everyone had been fed and given a drink because there were 50 of them up there. There was one patient in particular, he was blind and deaf, and we only communicated with him by writing on his hand. And then he did say to me, "Am I in prison?" And we had to say, no, you're in a hospital.
You'd get up about 7 o'clock in the morning, get your tablet, and then have your breakfast, get dressed and things like that. didn't have much to do. It wasn't a very nice place.
I remember my first day in my white uniform and my pink hat, walking into the ward, and one of the staff saying, just go to the face room. And it was a room full of sinks where people washed with no privacy. So people would be having sort of like a strip wash at the sink, along with everyone else, with staff helping them. I was just struck by this being done together, and the lack of privacy, and the women themselves being, I'm not sure if you could say comfortable with that, but not appearing to be troubled by it, because that's just how it was done.
I had a budget for you in that corner, but the budget cage in that corner, stand in that corner, neck of the budget. She was a boy really lad too. I got up to my place that died. Well, that was the last end. That end, the doors were closed, because the men was in one end and here, and the lasses were in that end.
How old were you when you went into Strathmartine first?
13. I was 13 as a wee schoolboy. Best memory is we used to play football. It used to be a bad boys ward, and the bad boys don't get nothing. So the good boys did. We used to play football, 5-side, 6-side, 10-side. It was good.
They would have learning disabilities, and probably they couldn't articulate what was going on in their life or what was wrong. Maybe they didn't have a good support system with family and friends. This seemed to be the place to go in the 70s and 80s. It's like, well, we'll get you out there for a short space of time, and then it would end up probably years later. They were lost. It was kind of like they were lost in the system, if you know what I mean. Now, you have different units for different people now and things like that. And there'd be a social worker put in, a care manager, all these different types of people would be put in place to help this person. That really didn't happen then.
I didn't go with my sister, and my mum was finding it hard to cope, and that was the only place. But my mum says if she ever knew that was for an institution, she'd never put me there. I should never have been there, because really there's nothing wrong with me. The social worker took me there, said we were going for, I didn't know I was going there, and the social worker said we were going for a drive, and that's how we went. I mean, I was upset for a couple of days and that, but once you got into the routine, it was okay.
How long were you there for?
About 13 years. It was my own fault being in so long, because I was, what's that word, institutionalised. And I didn't want to go out, didn't want to leave a hospital.
And this is ward, the family ward. I got put in here when I was about 6 months old. No, 10 months old. When I was young, my mother was not well, and the boy said, no, I think you should put him in Strathmartine, and it was in here. Then after a couple of years, I was alright, and my brother came back up with him and said, oh, Rita, I think you should get him out of here, because I was rocking back and forward and all that, and like, something like a dummy. I thought, we better get him out of here, because we end up the cat of his life. And that was it.
As I say, I worked in the baby ward, and I liked that. Feed the babies and change them and take them for walks and things like that. Some of them would never grow up, do you know what I mean? There was a wee baby, Pamela. Oh, I loved her. She was found in a caravan, and she had a cleft palate, and she couldn't walk, she couldn't talk. It was a shame. Nobody come to see her or anything. It was a shame. We used to take her out to the canteen, me and my mum, and buy her sweeties and things like that. See, I think I would have got out earlier, but then if someone set me off, I would smash a window.
There was a panic button in the duty room, because if any of the clients went off, as we used to call it, if they went off up here, staff would come running upstairs. Because if you had 4 staff, sometimes it was hard to contain what was going on. There'd be accidents, you know, some of the patients would put their hands through the window. So there'd be blood, or they'd get aggressive and they'd start fighting with themselves or one another.
What's the issue now? Elizabeth shoe. This should be. Before I went to college, I was in a giant shop. And with the giant shop, that's good helping out. Then I went to the cobblers. 20 years, or more than 20 years there. Over 20 years here. Take the heels off the shoes. You used to get about £3.50 for a whole week. But if you did anything bad, it takes you 50p off. There was upstairs, you keep all the good wood and the tea boxes. Now, if I was bad, they put me the tea boxes and then get out the tea boxes.
I think the staff cared a lot about the patients.
Oh, they were great. I got on well with the staff. You can go to them at any time. They were really nice. Some of them weren't so nice as other ones, but mostly they were nice.
I think they were just, I thought maybe the patients were here for a reason. They wanted them to make them suffer. So they could say to them they're here because of their behaviour, and they want to punish them for it.
Is there anything else that you would have changed about the staff here at Strathmartine?
Not sure. It's quite difficult to change if they're set in their ways.
Is there a seclusion room up here?
Yeah,
Did you ever get put in it?
a couple of times. They said to me, "You're going to the cooler room for about 10 minutes till you cool down."
What was inside the room?
Nothing. Well, just a door like to go in and that was it.
Did you have a spot where you like to dance?
Just in the middle of the hall. There, I think.
Would you say that are you happier now that you're out of Strathmartine?
Yeah.
What are the things that are making you happier?
Do more things when I want to do them. Allowed to have a relationship with somebody, and nobody can say anything about it.
Do you like living out there now?
Well, it's better here. Well, you got your own food inside, your own food. You've got your own TV, you've got your own fridge, you've got your own room, you've got your own picture frames and stuff like that. The window's open. That was it.
Do you like having all your own things?
Your own money, your own bills. That means I got to pay another £60 for my bill this week. Get more freedom. And then yeah, you don't get much freedom.
Where is it? I don't know what was part of the record. There's some writing, but I think it's all BREAKIN, breaking down the walls of Hartech.